All right, Ryan, here's the 2022 F-150 Raptor. This is the one with just over 5,000 miles. She's black. She's a sport appearance package. That's why you have the painted front bumper. You can see you do have the sensors down here. These are the sensors for your front parking sensors. It's got fog lights, of course, your standard headlamps. On the back side, you're going to see the sport package badging on it. You also have the painted rear bumper as well. And then you do have your parking sensors back there. Standard trailer hitch in the back, as well as your 7-pin harness and your 4-pin harness right here for your trailers. This is the post hole that you use to access your spare tire that's underneath the vehicle. As far as the back seat, like you were kind of talking about, so the back seat does fold up. You got these little straps that are right here, like this, and you kind of pull on them and lift up, and the seat lifts up and out of the way. And then, of course, it also folds down. You do have a center console here as well. So your passengers riding in the back seat got a place to put their arms in their cups. Pretty decent space. I'm 6 foot tall, and I can fit back here comfortably with somebody about the same height sitting in the front. As far as what you got up front here, God, it is warm out here. I'm grateful that most of my day gets to be spent inside. Let's get this thing fired up. Of course, I didn't know if I told you about this. It does have remote start as well. You'll see here you got a couple different things that you can kind of set up. So this is your cruise control, and these are the options for your adaptive cruise control as far as setting up your distances and your lane keeping assist. Of course, your basic controls for your phone are over here, volume controls here, and then this controls the panels up here. Of course, this thing needs washer fluid. This thing has not gone all the way through the shop yet. She still needs to get her oil changed and stuff like that, which that'll happen probably first thing in the morning. So of course you got a couple different options, your trip meters, things like that nature, average fuel. You can go through your different truck information pieces here, so you can see like your power distribution when you're in 4-wheel drive mode. It'll tell you which wheels it's going to. Your driver assist stuff, blind spot, cross traffic. Your adaptive cruise control option here, so you can disable adaptive cruise control if you don't want it, but it is there if you do. Driver alert, lane keeping, pre-collision, that's where it'll actually prime the brakes for you if it looks like you're about to get in an accident, and can even brake for you to a certain extent. Your standard radio here, hopefully you can see this pretty well. The climate controls, you can control through the radio. Of course, you do have the hard buttons down here, so if you want to control them here or up here, it doesn't really matter. Hold on, she's taking a second to load. Come on, load. It does have navigation, and then of course your apps. I think my finger might not be warm enough. Of course, you got your different mobile apps up here: SiriusXM, TravelLink, your Bluetooth, stuff like that nature. You control quite a few of the settings for your vehicle through the radio, including your mobile apps, your radio, your phone. There's your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay switch. You got different display settings. You can even control some of your vehicle settings in here. So you can actually go through, you can turn on or off the rear occupant alert. That basically just hey, you got somebody sitting in your back seat when you turn off the car. Make sure you don't accidentally leave a kid in here. Of course, your camera system does have a backup camera. You can set it. Let's see if it already is. Okay. So you can kind of see how the lines move. And that black dash line is lined up perfectly with your trailer hitch. So if you're hooking up to a trailer, you just kind of point that in that general direction and it'll line you up perfectly with your trailer hitch. Super convenient. It's lined up right underneath the trailer hitch ball, of course. Basic radio controls, volume, tuning, forward, backwards, and pause. Let's turn the volume down on this guy. God, I just realized my phone's lens is dirty, so it looks a little blurry on this too. Hopefully it still looks better though. Your standard 12-volt charging port here. So you got a couple spots that you can plug in, USB chargers or whatever. You also have 2 USB ports down here. These are also connected to your Android Auto Apple CarPlay piece. Your auto start stop, so you can disable that if you want to. That's where it kind of turns off the motor whenever you come to a stop. Your rear locker. This is how you engage your rear locker on here if you're doing off-road mode. Your tow haul mode, your parking sensor disable mode, so you can disable that when you're getting close to a camper or trailer or whatever the case may be. Of course, traction control. It does have a true 2-speed transfer case, so you have two-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive high, and you also have 4-wheel drive low for kind of like your crawling and stuff like that. Standard gear shifter, park, reverse, neutral drive, and sport mode. So when you throw it all the way down, Come on. I don't remember how that one works. You got to do something weird to get it all the way into sport mode. You have to forgive me. I've only been at the Ford store for a little while. Relax, Ryan. Of course, standard glove box. Fairly simple stuff. Seats. They recline a lot more than your standard regular cab Ram does. You got a pretty good size little cubby hole down here to store stuff. But yeah, I mean, pretty clean little truck. Hope you like it. If you have any questions, let me know.